Images which may be found disturbing and may not be suitable for your snotty-nosed little brat who probably cusses like a sailor behind your back anyway. Parental discretion is advised.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you at visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking for JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you give a least. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know.
It's time to holler down the pipe chase and rattle them bars, because we're going to do a prison show for you right here at beautiful old, historic old, exciting new KPFT Houston, from the heart of Montrose, where we all hope tomorrow will be a better day.
Dreams, I can see your freedom. I will hold you once more. To the men with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. This ain't my love. It's Friday night. The inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. Prison radio.
And welcome to the Prison Show. Today is Friday, March the 8th.
International Women's Day.
International Women's Day. And guess what woman is out? Kim Ogg.
Woohoo!
She is out. Yeah. Yeah, I said, David, can I please give a big old out you go?
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. Woohoo! Now, of course, we also have 3 other ladies that are out. The CCA women, including Killer Keller. She is out.
She's out.
But,
Sharon
you know,
Keller.
yeah. But, of course, we've also been informed that Ken Paxton was running on, or making sure that these 3 would not be reelected, because they were not on his team doing his bidding. So they're more conservative than the 3 we got out. But it is International Women's Day, even though we just...
That Ken Paxton thing, I still shake my head. I can't figure that out.
Oh, I can. It's part of the good old boy system
Money,
here.
money.
Yeah, yeah. Because anyone who's going to have a burner phone with a mistress and nothing, come on now. Come on. Yeah.
But we're going to vote for him again.
Oh, no, there's no we in there.
That was sarcasm.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that was sarcasm.
Because you got me all riled up. Oh, for a second, I was like, what? We?
Somebody voted for him, and whenever I asked, why in the world would you vote for him? Well, there wasn't anybody else on the ballot. Well, save your vote. Don't vote for him.
Yeah, never. I never. I would skip that. I would never.
Yeah, it's educated voters. If there's nothing on the ballot, you just don't vote. I mean,
You just don't vote,
Just don't
no.
throw it away.
But to all you people out there, Harris County peeps, Kim Ogg, out. And I was so
So what do we
thrilled.
got coming in?
His name, oh my God, I went blank.
It's
Why you want to
Terry or something.
Yeah.
tear?
Or
But
Terry
I watched his
Taylor.
interview on like ABC 13.
I did too. His slick back hair,
Yeah, but I was really impressed with some of the things he said. So
very impressed. Very impressed.
I hope I don't get my hopes up for nothing. I think he's going to be.
You know what? You never know. You never know, because we had our hopes up with Kim Ogg, and You know,
Yeah, she didn't start out too bad, but then
things went sideways really quick on her. Yeah, very quick. Anyway, but we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and hopefully, maybe we can get him on the show, David.
if he's listening, you have an invitation. You need to contact me, 903-360-4697. We'll get you on the show.
How about you drop him an email, David?
You can do that too at david@theprisonshow.net.
You're wrong for that. Well, tonight, David has lined up a fantastic show for us. Mary Sue Molnar, the executive director at Texas Voices for Reason and Justice Center, she is on, and I think that was my phone. I apologize. Marci Marie, social media influencer and community outreach coordinator for Lioness Justice Impacted Women's Alliance. Whew, okay, got Marcy in there. Then we have Gloria Rubac here. She is with the Texas Death Penalty Abolition Movement. And then, of course, Linda and myself, the Texas Death Row Angels. And David has a nice little spiel on here for us. I'm feeling important. He says that we are on the prison show every other Friday, shouting out updates to those on Texas Death Row. We also visit and mail updated information and are at the Huntsville Unit every execution to protest. Yes, we are. And we also assist general population too. All right, let's get to Mary Sue Molnar on line one. You know, Mary, I asked David when you were coming on because I saw Andy Kahn on the TV. I'm not sure. Do you know who he is, Mary?
Oh, I absolutely know who he is.
Yeah, I figured you may have
yes.
an indication who he is. He was on the news, and he was saying because of the situation with the little girl in Livingston that they were looking at being more restrictive for sex offenders and registering. Have you heard anything about that?
Yeah, I've been following the case. So, unfortunately, every time that a heinous crime like that occurs, then everybody on the registry is suspect. And we all know that, these crimes are not common. And, and we know there are a few bad people out there. But every time something like this happens, then everyone is suspect. So it always, it's like a stab in the back. Here we go again. And people jump up and they want to name a new law after a child. The problem is most of the time these new laws don't work. And they don't help anybody. So here we go again, another rough session. But what do? You just keep moving. I mean, I feel horrible that happened to that little girl. That was just a horrible, horrible situation, a horrible crime. But, not everybody is the same as that man.
No.
So it's like when, they have a news story about a minister or a priest who got caught molesting a child. Then all priests and all ministers are suspect. It's like, it's just never ending. But the best we can do is try to get out as much info as we can and as much education as we can.
Right, and this man was not even on the registry. However,
He wasn't. There was something in his background where he should have been on the registry, but they allowed him to plead down.
correct.
But, the main problem is that there's not enough education out there. It's almost always someone you know, and it's almost always someone that's not on the registry when it comes to a sex crime. So, I mean, I don't want to put any blame on the family. They're having a really tough time, but you have to not allow people access to your children.
Yeah, that is the truth. I mean, I don't personally have children, but ooh, Gloria almost walked off with their headphones on. Um, but it's important that not everyone who has access to your kids is a sex offender or will harm them.
Correct, and it's hard to know. And I believe, whether he was on the register or not, he was going to commit this type of crime. So it's just, it's a bad situation. I mean, everybody tries to find a solution to the problem or, something to save the next child. But sometimes I don't think there's anything, you can't put into law that's really going to work because we know that the registry doesn't and residency restrictions don't. And all the ridiculous restrictions and conditions placed upon everyone on the registry don't work.
No.
So it's just like piling more.
Right, and the only thing it does, from what I've seen, is keep the parole officers moving and jumping through hoops for.
Yeah, and what we advocate for is common sense laws and policies for people on the registry. And there's no common sense. I know one of our members lives in the county next door to Polk County where this incident happened. And now law enforcement is going to his home once a week and doing a check on him. This guy's been on the registry for 30 years. He's got a wife and 3 kids. It's like you don't need to be coming over here every week because someone out there committed a heinous crime. It's just ridiculous. And they're like, well, we got to keep a better check on you now. Oh, for heaven's sake.
So they weren't doing it before, but now they are.
No, they'd come out there once a year before. And now they're showing up once a week to everybody in that county on the registry. So it's like, oh man, here we go. So, I mean, gosh, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm so frustrated every time somebody commits a crime like this right before the legislative session. It's like, okay, here we go again. And then, one more child harmed and, everybody trying to figure out how to keep this from happening again. And I just feel like there are things that are going to happen, and I'm not sure what would keep it from happening again.
Well, if they have intentions on doing it, I don't think anything could.
No, it's not. Registry's not going to stop them. Residency restrictions aren't going to stop them. But, I think the main point is the majority of people who have committed a sex offense, the vast majority, are not going to commit another one. But that doesn't count. The only thing that counts for them is the one person that goes out and commits a heinous crime.
Right, exactly. Well, and I know Andy Kahn is not going to, once he gets a hold of something, he won't quit for sure. Do you have?
He seems to really like the media.
Oh, that is one thing he does like. He likes nothing else, but he likes the media. That's for sure.
I kind of gathered that.
Yeah. So do you have anything else for us tonight?
Well, we're meeting with legislators now that the primaries are over. I was at the Capitol on Wednesday. I had a couple of meetings set up. And one of the interesting things I found there is that most offices were closed down. And it seems like before COVID, I could go up to the Capitol at any time and go from office to office, and there was at least staff members there. And once COVID came and people started working from home, it it seems like a lot of that has changed. A lot of the offices are closed now. So if you don't have an appointment, it's almost not worth going up there unless there's something going on.
When
But
did
if
you try
anybody
to
wants
go?
to write, if anybody wants to write, we don't work a lot on in-prison issues. We work mostly on things for when you get out. But and we don't work on falsely accused cases because we don't have the resources. But we do have an address, and it's Texas Voices, P.O. Box 23539, San Antonio, Texas 78223.
Okay, so that's P.O. Box 23539, San Antonio 78223.
That's it. Drop us a note.
All right. Well, thank you, Mary.
Yeah, thank you guys.
See you.
Happy Women's Day, or
Oh,
whatever
yes.
you said it was.
Happy International Women's Day. Yay.
There you go.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you. Bye. See you guys soon.
Bye-bye. All right. Now we're going to go to Marci. And Marci is online. Hey, Marci. They already got you.
Hey guys, how are y'all?
Doing good. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Are y'all getting feedback? You hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay. Awesome. Man, I have so much to share with you guys, and I'm happy to be here. You guys know I'm a massive fan of y'all and the work that you do for the incarcerated folks in Texas. So thank you for having me.
And we're a big fan of yours.
Well, thank you for that. I have a few personal updates with my personal things, and you guys know that I've been working on a show with Rosie O'Donnell's production company, and so that's coming together and still in the making. So we've been working on that. And then I kind of have a side project that's kind of a reality type competition show that I'm not allowed to give too many details about, but it's with formerly incarcerated people, and I can't say too much because they're negotiating contracts there. So that's
that
exciting.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it. I want to tell the folks that are inside to watch Brandon Commentary's app. I don't really know how those tablets work. You know, they didn't have them when I was there, but he interviewed me, and I'm on the tablet, and I would love for you guys to watch and learn a little bit more about our organization and what we do. And then the address there is on the tablet to write me. So I would love to hear from you guys inside. The people that are incarcerated drive my work, and so I need to hear from you so I can know exactly the kind of issues that y'all are dealing with, right? I've been home 3 years, so some things have changed since then. So I'm counting on communication with the people on the inside.
And what's the name of it? Brandon's?
It's called Brandon's Commentary.
Okay.
And it's Brandon Warren's podcast. And my brother-in-law, who's incarcerated, shout out to CJ Pekorski, he watched it, so it's there.
Okay. I got it down in case anyone doesn't have a pen, which you should have.
Awesome. Thank you guys for that. And then anybody that's home, formerly incarcerated, or as you guys get home, if you want your story uplifted on my YouTube channel, I would love to interview anybody that wants to talk about disparities in the criminal legal system, things that need changed within the prison system, and success stories, right? If you've gotten out of prison and jumped over some obstacles and went through hoops and made some things happen, I'd love to hear about that and try to spread awareness. and also hope for people.
That's excellent. So you have a YouTube channel. Is that for your
I
podcast?
do. So my podcast is also on my YouTube channel, but I started a playlist called I Am More Than My Record. And I've been interviewing formerly incarcerated people, especially more marginalized communities, LGBTQ, Black and brown communities, women. I'm just trying to get a very broad description for everybody, so people can know the different experiences that different people face inside. And so I'm going to send you that playlist. You're going to want to watch some of those interviews.
Oh, I would love to.
I just interviewed. Yeah, I'll send it. I interviewed my friend Joy, who spent quite a bit in solitary confinement, and she's pretty raw with some of the happenings that go on in there. And so I just want to show it. I want to show it to the people, because the more people that are able to use their voices and kind of communicate what's going on, it's just more believable, right? When it's just me by myself, people are like, I don't know about that. But when they hear all these other voices telling the same types of stories, then I think people are more apt to maybe change their opinion and change their mind and realize that we really need some change within our system.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more, especially when you have those shows like I Am a Killer out there showing these.
Yes, girl. Yes. Just one step forward, two steps back in the movement there. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to give my website address for the personal things, and then I want to jump into all the cool things that are going on with Lioness.
Okay.
Okay, so my website is www.marcimarie.com, and it's my name. It's spelled MarciMarie. And that website just goes to my link tree, so it has all the links of how you can support our organization. You can watch any interviews I've ever done, any news clips, that kind of stuff. But you can also look at a couple of ways that you can donate, not to me personally, I don't do any of that, but to some organizations that help incarcerated individuals. And so it's just a good website, but it has my email address. So if you want to get a hold of me or want to be interviewed or have something to tell me, please email me.
Okay. And your actual physical address is what, in case they can't get a hold of you?
Yes. So they can write me at the Lioness Justice Impacted Women's Alliance, their P.O. box, and I just had it pulled up, so hopefully I can find it quickly again.
I know the feeling.
I'm sorry.
Well,
there it is. It's P.O. Sorry about that. It's P.O. Box 12051, Austin 78711. So it's P.O. Box 12051, Austin 78711. And you can put my name on that, and they'll get that to me.
And that address is also on Brandon Warren's podcast?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Great. Now,
Yeah,
what else
he
do
put
you
it
have?
at the end of the show for me. So Lioness, it's actually our 2-year anniversary today, the International Women's Day. And the way that our organization started was with the Melissa Lucio campaign. She had her execution date, and some of the other organizations that were for women weren't lifting that up. and they weren't rallying behind that. And so a small group of formerly incarcerated women said, we have to do something. And so Lioness Justice Impacted Women's Alliance was born, and they rallied around that execution date. Melissa Lucio did end up getting a stay, and she's now a member of Lioness.
Which is awesome.
So, yeah, it's incredible. And so all of our hearts are just kind of full today, and remembering how we got started and how many things have happened for us in the past 2 years. We had some good news since I last talked to you. One of our inside members, Belinda Ramirez, she had 2 charges, and the court sentenced her to do her time concurrent. But somehow between the court and TDCJ, they ended up on the paperwork, it said stack. So on her first charge, after 28 years or something, she made parole. And instead of those have run concurrent, where she would get to see, I guess it would have eaten up her other sentence and she would just come on home. TDC showed that they were stacked, and she was going to have to do another 15 years on a 30-year sentence before she saw parole again. So that was one of our big priorities. We were working with lots of partners at UT Law Clinic. Helen Gabler, big shout out to her team and the work she did behind Belinda. And they ended up getting it fixed, and she is home with us.
That is great.
We're so excited for her. She was kind of one of those ladies that most of us knew at some time or another, because she had been there so long, and she was somebody that took care of everybody. So we're really happy for her. I want to give out a shout out to my other friend who came home after 16 years last week, Tiffany Walton. Welcome home. We're so excited to have her. She's also a Lioness member. And then we've been busy, y'all. Lioness, we had a panel discussion in Fort Worth at the Day of Empathy that's hosted by Dream.org and the Right Cause Urban Youth Conservation. And that panel was raw. It talked about exactly what kind of changes need to be done, what kind of policies and legislation needs to be passed. It talked a little bit about the Clean Slate Initiative and how that only helps a percentage, right? They only want to, in Texas, we might have to work progressively, right? But the fact of the matter is, all the bills that we saw last session only helped a small percentage of people with felony backgrounds. And so we talked about that. I went to the Coalition to Abolish the Death Penalty conference. Several of our members were in attendance. We got a lot of good information. We were able to support that organization, made a lot of good connections there. I have kind of an announcement. The National Parole Transformation Project is now organizing in Texas. So we've formed a coalition, and man, it's got people kind of from everywhere, right? It's got Sharon McKinney from TIFA. It's got Jorge from Latino Justice, Robert Lilly from Grassroots, Justin Martinez from TCJE, Jennifer Toons there representing Texas After Violence Project. I'm sure that I'm leaving out a lot of people, and I don't mean to, but it's kind of really amazing how representatives from all of these organizations are coming over together and organizing together. And we want to transform parole in Texas, right? We want to make it more clear what people need to do to make parole. We want to streamline what the parole board is able to tell as reasons for denial. We're tired of seeing nature of crime.
Yes.
We're tired of seeing that.
Yes, we are.
We want to have positive outcomes for our community inside those prison gates and for our community out here. Keeping these people in prison for 20 and 25 years and continuing to deny them is not doing anyone any help.
Absolutely not. And I'm sorry, Marci, but we've got to close it up. And even though we
Yes.
love having you on, and we can't wait for the next time.
I'm sorry, I had so much to say.
Oh no, we welcome it. We welcome news, and you had some good news to share, and we appreciate it.
Yeah.
We always welcome good news.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me. I'll close just saying I love you guys. I love everybody on the inside. You guys truly do drive my personal work and the work of Lioness. And we will be at a press conference in front of Carswell Federal Prison in Fort Worth regarding all of the sexual abuse going on in that unit. This Monday at 11 a.m.
All right. Well, thank you, Marci, very much. You have a great weekend.
Absolutely. You guys too. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
All right, Miss Gloria. I do believe, yes, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I also have a lot to report, so I'm going to talk real fast.
But talk in the mic.
Okay, I will talk in the mic. I just want to mention Ivan's execution. I know y'all talked about it last week, but I just got to thank Sister Helen Prejean and MoveOn.org and Matt Duff for all the work that they did. Because of them, people all over the world knew that Ivan was innocent. Right now, there's only one person with an execution date, Ramiro Gonzalez, and that could change any day. So, Ramiro, if you could let us know if there's anything you want us to do, please write to us at Box 3454, Houston, Texas 77253. There will be closing arguments for Eugene Broxton for the evidentiary hearing that he had this past January. It's going to be on Tuesday, March 26th. Judge Brian Warren at the Harris County Courthouse, 1201 Franklin. It's on the 17th floor of the 209th District Court. And don't forget, you got to go through security, so leave all your stuff at home. The prison board's next meeting where they allow the public to speak will be on Friday, April 26th in Austin at the Renaissance Hotel. And I think about 5 or 6 people from Houston said at our meeting that they were going to go. So we'll be giving them hell. At our meeting Tuesday, we talked about Tony Medina. Hello, Tony. And we came up with a plan. I tried all day to reach Tony's lawyer, Jim Marcus, and either he was taking Friday off or I don't know. But I left him a couple of messages, so we won't do anything for sure until we double check with the attorney. But what we discussed was having a press conference based on Tony's case of innocence and the latest report by the Texas Defender Service called Arbitrary and Capricious, Examining Racial Disparities in Harris County's Pursuit of Death Sentence. And it's really a scathing report about Harris County. And then we also want to include some other family members of other death row cases from Harris County. We're planning an event for political prisoner Mumia Abu Jamal on his 70th birthday, which is going to be, well, his birthday is April 24th. I think we're going to do our event on Sunday, April 30th. But 3 years ago, Mumia, who is a political prisoner in Pennsylvania, had open heart surgery. He's been locked up since 1981, so you can imagine somebody being locked up that long and how it affects their health. The doctors ordered a cardiac diet and regular exercise, but 3 years later, Pennsylvania has not provided this. Their outdoor recreation area is usually closed, and they said he can't walk inside in the day room. Sounds like something TDC would say. But his health is awful. He still has a horrible skin condition with part of his skin is like leather, and it's opening up and bleeding and itching unbearably. And so we're going to be calling people, and if you look on our Facebook page, the Texas Death Penalty Abolition Movement, you can find the names and phone numbers, and also a sample text that you can say when you make the call. When we celebrate Mumia's birthday, we're going to, he records every week for prison radio. And if you go to prisonradio.org, you can see his posts. They're like 2 or 3 minutes, not long, but very on target. So we're going to have copies of those for everybody who comes so they can read one. And then we're going to invite well-known people in the anti-death penalty movement, like Danny sitting here, Minister Muhammad, Lee Greenwood, who is Nick Bay's son, executed in 2007, Erica Shepard's mom, Pam Perillo, who survived death row, Deloyd Parker, director of Shape Center, Delia Perez-Meyer, who is Big Lou's brother, and also one of the Brown Berets. So we'll be planning that. I want to say something else about Kemog, the evil, wicked witch of Houston. The trial judge for Jeffrey Provost, Judge Natalia Cornelio, found that his court-appointed attorneys delayed their investigation into mitigation and that his lead attorney carried an excessive caseload. She recommended he be released or retried, and this goes to the Court of Criminal Appeals. Kemog, in her ignorant self, objected to this recommendation and has urged the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals to deny Jeffrey Provost relief. I can't say on the air what I think about her.
No, you can't. I can see it coming.
Yeah. But since she did lose the election, Angie's going to set up a meeting with Terry or whatever his name is, the man who beat her, so that we can talk to him about reversing Ogg's recommendation. You know, like, how dare she? At our meeting this week, we sent a picture to all of the 7 women on death row of us holding a sign with their names on it, and it said Happy International Women's Day. And we've already got responses from Darlie Routier, Taylor Parker, and Melissa Lucio. And do I have time to read this?
I don't know, David. You got 1 minute.
Okay. Melissa sent a message for International Women's Day. I'm writing from the Patrick O. Daniel Unit, home of Texas Women's Death Row, which we call Life Row, to wish everyone a meaningful International Women's Day. I know that I speak for all of us here when I say how grateful we are to everyone working to end the death penalty and free those of us who are innocent. I'm not the only innocent one here, but I must say that even the guilty are still worthy of life. Women's rights are human rights, and while we can celebrate many accomplishments, there's still so much work to be done. Together as sisters on Life Row, we hold on to the hope to abolish the death penalty for everyone and pray for an end to the discrimination and violence against women happening in Texas around the world. So thank you, Melissa Lucio. And I want to give a shout out to Spider, Rob Will. Glad to get your e-message. Ram and Big Lou, it was great to see you at visitation, although I didn't recognize Big Lou at first.
I know.
He's lost so much weight. And also to Eric, Kathy, and all my friends on death row. Y'all take care. I love you.
Oh, she did. She- exactly on time. Oh my God, Gloria did it.
Yay!
Yay. Okay, so tonight we're going to start Death Row now, or the Angels. And yesterday, Michael sent me a song to play. Actually, it was today. I said yesterday. David's going to play it as a break song, and it was done for Ivan Cantu. So, good evening, everyone on Texas Death Row and everyone else listening. Ivan Cantu was executed by the state of Texas on February the 28th. His last words were, "I'd like to address the Kitchens and Muskega families. I want you to know that I never killed James and Amy. And if I did, if I knew who did, you would have been the first to know any information. I would have helped you to bring justice to James and Amy. I would have shared. I want you all to know that I don't think that this situation here will bring you closure if it does. If this is what it takes or have any reservations off your mind, then so be it. This is not going to help you guys, and I want you to know from me that it never occurred. No, I want you to know that I did not kill James and Amy, okay? Now that I have addressed them, I would like to address and thank my attorney, Gina Bund. I think it's Bunn. Bunn, yes. I don't think TDC got that right. I'd like to thank my mom, Sylvia Cantu, Matt Duff, and Michael Frazier. They didn't spell Michael either correctly. And of course, Sister Helen, everyone that came to my rescue to help me, including my family and my friends and my supporters. Everyone that blessed me to be in this position, and it was an honor to work with all of them. But I would especially like to thank Matt Duff for believing in me and digging deep and unraveling the case that he did to prove to the world that I do not belong on this gurney, to keep up the fight and to keep searching and doing what needs to be done to find the answers and bring closure to the truth. Last, I'd like to close by telling Michael that I love her and I will always be with her. Matthew 6, verse 21, love forever. That's it. That's all I got to say. Warden, I'm ready. He was pronounced dead at 6:47 p.m. Now, right now, according to the TDCJ website, there are no scheduled executions. We are aware, like Gloria said, Romero Gonzalez does have an execution date, but it's not on the website. And every single time, even though Linda and I are correct, we always get backlash. So I'm being extra cautious. Anyway, get your phones out now, or your tablets. Now is the time to call the governor's office, 512-463-2000 or 512-463-1782, and ask your people, your friends, to tell him that you oppose the death penalty and all executions. I want to invite Abbott. Clementine had a good idea to get Abbott to join the new conservative organization against the death penalty. I think that would be fabulous. Start calling those DAs also. If you oppose the death penalty and you haven't been doing your part, start. Differences do not matter when we're standing with others protesting the injustice. Now, as my friend Mayo says, here is the news you can use, and if you would like a copy of any of this, please let Linda or I know. Milton Gobert, you were denied the Supreme Court on March the 4th coming out of the Fifth Circuit. Rodney Reed, the state filed its brief in opposition at the Supreme Court on March the 6th. Rodolfo Madrano, you were scheduled for conference on February 16th and March 1st, but will be rescheduled again. I do not have that date yet. Dylan Compton, you were scheduled for conference on January 5th, January 12th, the 19th, February 16th, the 23rd, and March 1st. But they have to reschedule you again, and we do not have a date. Gustavo Sandoval, you were also scheduled for conference on numerous dates. You will be rescheduled also, but we do not have a date on that. Billy Tracy, on February 26th, you answered the complaint filed by the state at the district court. Aureli Escobar, on February the 28th, you filed a response to the opposition to your motion filed by the state. Then on March the 1st, Judge Pittman denied your motion to stay proceedings, but did grant your motion to extend your time to file your amended federal habeas corpus petition at the district court. Eric Williams, on February the 29th, a response to your motion to stay and obey at the district court was filed by the state. Then on March 6th, Judge David Godby denied your motion. Willie Washington, on March the 4th, Judge George Hanks set your evidentiary hearing for August the 12th at 1:30 p.m. in Houston on Russ Street. I've already put it out so people can put it on their calendars to come support you. George Curry, on March the 4th, you filed an amended petition against the state along with additional exhibits at the district court. And Carlos Ayestas, on March the 6th, you filed a response to the state's objections at the district court. And while we're celebrating Kim Ogg's exit from the DA's office, Linda here has a poem and some in remembrance.
Yes, I guess I'll do the in remembrance first and then do
Okay.
the poem. Okay, number 209, February the 1st, 2000, Odell Barnes Jr. Number 450, March 2nd, 2010, Michael Sigala. Number 46, March the 3rd, Edward Ellis. Number 321, March the 3rd, Marcus Cotton. Number 432, March the 3rd, 2009, Willie Pondexter. Number 433, March the 4th, 2009, Kenneth Morris. Number 22, March the 4th, 1987, Alicio Marino. Number 386, March the 6th, 2007, Robert Perez. Number 244, March the 7th, 2001, Dennis Douthit. Number 262, March the 7th, 2002, Gerald Tigner. Number 387, March the 7th, 2007, Joseph Nichols. Number 480, March the 7th, 2012, Keith Thurman. Number 582, March 7th, 2023, Gary Green. Number 340, March the 8th, 2005, George Hopper. Number 535, March the 9th, 2016, Coy Westbrook. Number 583, March the 9th, 2023, A.J. Arthur Brown Jr. Number 434, March the 10th, 2009, James Martinez. Number 147, March the 11th, 1998, Jerry Hogue. Number 299, March the 11th, 2003, Bobby Cook. Number 435, March 11th, 2009, Louis Salazar. Number 451, March the 11th, 2010, Joshua Maxwell. Number 522, March the 11th, 2015, Manuel Vasquez. Number 109, March 12th, 1997, John Barfield. Number 11, March the 12th, 1986, Charles Bass. Number 6, March the 13th, 1985, Stephen Morin. Number 542, March the 14th, 2017, James Bigby. Number 210, March 14th, 2000, Ponchai Wilkerson. Number 2, March the 14th, 1984, James Autry. That's
Yeah.
all the remembrance of that.
So many through the years.
I know, a lot.
And that's just in March.
And now tonight I have a poem by Michael Moyers, and I love this poem because I love Jelly Roll, and I know he wrote this song or this poem, that had a lot to do with this song. It's called Lord Set Me Free. Do you talk to God when you need a favor? Or do you only talk to God when you need a favor? Do you only seek him as you fall deep and need a savior? You walk around in sin, you don't think of it at all. Everything feels okay till you slip in sin and fall. Do you raise hell, never give it a thought? Whatever you want, even what you ought. You open your eyes from that dream in your sleep. Things going all sour, think, Lord, my soul keep. Lord, do you know how long time ago, 2 poor little babes, whose names I don't know, were stolen away on a warm sunny day and lost in the woods, as I heard people say. That dream haunts my heart. Lord, what have I done to walk away from you in my sin on the run? Why do I only talk to God when it is I need a favor? Seems only as I fall deep, I need Jesus as my Savior. I gotta wake up before it's long too late. Change these my ways, now no longer hesitate. Hear me, O Lord, hear this now my plea. From this now my sin, Lord, set me free. Michael Moyers.
That was beautiful.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
And before, I wanted to say this earlier, but anyone at the Polunsky Unit who took photos, and I know I have some friends listening right now, if you were with me Saturday night and took photos, let me tell you the photos we did not get. I got photos of other people.
Yes, me too.
And Linda got photos of other people. Linda sent it to me. Do you know this person? I'm like, actually, I do know who that was. I have no idea who I got because they sent me general population photos.
Yes.
And then, of course, the admin at the end of the day sent me an email like, they're gone. We can't find them. I'm sorry. And I spoke to Warren Ivy about it because I was very frustrated. And I know who you are right now. You are mad, and you are saying something in your cell. I know you are, because there was one person who really wanted these photos. But yeah, they haven't been able to find them, and I know I have someone on the lookout for my general population people, so I can say, hey, man, I got your photos, but I
know I had a general population visit with Miller L, and we had it behind glass. Well, they sent me a picture of a couple that was holding each other tight. It was like a picture that was.
I know.
They took it. It was a contact visit, and Miller L and I wish we would have had a contact visit, but we didn't.
Well, yeah, it was. At any rate, I responded back to the lady that was doing the photos, and I explained to her that, I wasn't. They said that they kept looking through all the photos for me, and they didn't see me. I'm like, I wasn't in the photos. Do we have to be in the photos every time we take photos with someone? No. The photos were for my friends, for their mothers, for their podcasts. I didn't have to be involved with them. Yeah. So they were searching through all these photos looking for me.
Well, they can't find mine at all on the death row either. I didn't get those pictures, from death row.
I didn't, yeah. No, so I apologize to my friends who I saw on Saturday night. I tried. I was on the phone with Warden Ivy. He even emailed me. He was, Miss Danny, I'm sorry.
I know the lady told me, are you sure you were there Saturday night? I said, I'm positive I was there.
Yeah. It's really comical. So a bunch of people got a bunch of other people's photos. That we know.
Yes.
That we know. We are positive of that because she has admitted to it. Anyway, so I wanted to make sure everyone knew that, not just for us, but general population got messed up too. Apparently the officer put the wrong numbers.
Right.
I thought she did it to me on purpose because I was like, oh, you don't have the camera? Go get rank. Go get it. Every time they say, well, we don't have the camera. Really? Yes, you do. They always have cameras. Well, you remember. You were there. And anyway, 3 cheers for no Kim Og. I'm gonna.
I know.
I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep. She lied. She lied. We campaigned for her and she lied. So I'm gonna keep saying it. 3 cheers. And you know what? Be careful what you wish for on the CCA, because if the 3 women going out were not conservative enough,
Yeah.
and someone emailed me about it, and I can't remember if I actually emailed them back, but yeah, I think we may. David's telling me to close. I think we may be maybe wishing we were back in time. My phone keeps going off. I apologize. That's a Gloria. Gloria keeps texting me. All right.
You all are crazy. I think that might have been me, though.
Oh, that was you? Oh, okay. Sean Tier.
That's his name.
Sean Tier. I guess we have to know. That's the Democrat. Yeah, that's running for DA. Sean Tier.
All right.
Don't
You
vote
ready
for
for your
them.
song?
I'm ready. Y'all listen up. This is for Ivan Cantu.
I don't believe in an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, a lie for a lie. I don't believe that justice is blind. Just look down the halls of the prison tonight. You locked him up when he was just a kid. Something I don't know he did. And if he did, it's still a fact. Taking him won't bring them back. So how do you sleep at night? How do you sleep at night? There's questions that need answers. How do you still take a chance? Or if you can't answer them, then take a swing at mine. How do you sleep at night? Is it justice or revenge? 'Cause there's no difference in the end. Kill a man, you're still not sure. Did what you say you're gonna kill him for. So how do you sleep at night? How do you sleep at night? When there's questions that need answers, how do you still take a chance? If you can't answer them, then take a swing at mine. How do you sleep at night? It's not easy what you do. Feel it all pressed down on you. All the questions and all the weight. We weren't meant to hand out fate. But whatever happens, know there's grace. I see the lines across your face. How do you sleep at night? How do you sleep at night? There's still questions that need answers. Why do we still take the chance? I hope you walk away one day and feel alright. How do you sleep at night? How do you sleep at night?
You're listening to KPFT Houston. Support for KPFT and the Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Team. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped to represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas obtain parole and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. More information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthus, can be found on their website at parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201.
All right. I hope that y'all enjoyed the song. And it's Brighton Buchanan. He is the one that wrote the song. And it was the Cousins by Blood podcast shared it. And Michael sent it to me today. All right. Now we're going to get to some phone calls. Anita on line 1. Hey, Anita.
Hi.
Hi, you're on the air.
Yes, I just wanted to give a shout out to my brother. Today's his birthday, and we're really missing him today. I just wanted to let him know we love him.
Who's your brother?
Jose Cantu.
All right. And what unit is he at?
He's in Middleton.
All right. All right. So, Jose, that's his name?
Yes.
Jose Cantu. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
And that we love him.
All right. I think he heard you, or hopefully he's listening. And hope you call back again next week.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. And now let's go to Tanya. Hi, Tanya.
Hello. Hi, how are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'd like to give a shout out. I'd like to give a shout out to my brother, R.J. Peters.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, we love you, Randy. We miss you. I can't wait to get home. We're all waiting for you, rooting here for you. Mama wants to tell you, I love you, Randy, R.J. We miss you, and we need you home. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, Jada. Hi, Jada. Hi, Jada. I don't think Jada is there. So do y'all want to go to, or put her on hold? How about Anjanette? Hey, Anjanette.
Hey, Dani, how are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Oh, I can hear myself. It's like I'm repeating myself back to myself. It's okay. We're going to work through this. Oh, live radio. Don't you love it?
Oh, I know. It's wonderful.
Oh, my God, Dani, everything I'm saying. Okay, this is weird. Anyway, really quick, a quick shout out to my love, William Spear at the Polensky Unit. This is so weird. It's echoing back to me. On life, bro. My love, I love you so much. I'm awake. Just thinking about you, ready to watch our movie. Actually, I have it on pause, so we're going to watch a movie tonight together. I'm so excited. And also thinking about your beautiful smile, how much I love you, how much I miss you, and how much can't wait to see you tomorrow. Can't wait to see you tonight, actually, in my dreams. So get some rest. We'll watch our movie. We say our prayers, and we'll go to bed together. I love you so much, my love. I love you. I love you. And, yeah, God bless you. Take care. Also want to give a quick shout-out to the guys on Life Row. Blaine! Hi, Blaine. Mayo. Hola, Beto, ¿cómo estás? Mark, Woody, Eric, Debo, and a very special shout-out to the Fat Swag crew on the Polinsky Unit. Much love and big, big hugs from Will, also from me as well. You guys take care. You already know what it is. Hug life, his life. Have a good night. Have a good night, Danny, Linda.
You
David,
too.
Stephanie, everyone at the prison show. God bless you. You guys take care.
You too, girl.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, Annalisa.
Hello everyone, it's Annalisa. I hope you are all doing well. This is my message for my friend Isidro. Hello Isidro, I hope you are well. I've just received your email, your beautiful email, and I'm going to reply later. I'm getting ready to fly to Italy tomorrow morning and staying there for the weekend. I look forward to it, to spend a couple of days with my family and enjoy some sunshine, while here in London is again a bit cold. I hope you are having a good day and doing something nice, and I send you my warmest wishes and big, big hugs. Take care, my friend. Take care, everyone. Bye.
All right. Now let's go to, you want to see if Jada is still there? Or there? Hey, Jada. I don't think Jada's there.
She was wanting to get a shout out to Memo at Hodge Unit.
Memo at Hodge Unit, Jada? Okay. Memo at Hodge Unit. Misses him and loves him. All right. Miss Shirley on line 5. Hi, Miss Shirley.
Hi, how are y'all doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Just fine. Trying to keep from getting a cold.
Oh, no, you don't want to get a cold. I don't recommend it.
I don't either. It's not the Danny you think, little girl. Well, I'll go call him doing shout out. That's my granddaughter. She thinks I'm talking to my son when I say Danny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why she keeps talking to you. But anyway, I called to do a shout out to Blaine. Blaine, I love and miss you very much, and I hope you had some good movies tonight to watch. And tomorrow. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. I love and miss you. And give a shout out to Big Will, Joe, Eric, Mark, Mayo. Y'all all have a good night too. Y'all have sweet dreams and praying for everybody. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
All right. I would like to immediately announce that the prison show is not responsible for the opinions expressed by guests on the show. And that had nothing to do with Miss Shirley either. Let me let me rephrase. Miss Shirley, we love you. That had nothing to do. I'm almost certain it had something to do with someone else. All right. Let's go to Caitlin.
This is a shout out for Bethel Garza in Plonsky. Hey Boo, how are you? I hope that you're in good health, spirits, and that there is a smile on your handsome face. As for me, all is okay. I'm just here about fixing to leave to go to work, and I am with Daytona at the moment. Yeah, other than that, yeah, everything is going good, pretty much the same. The weather is still as crazy as ever. I don't know what it is going to do today because, yeah, it looks pretty dark. So I say there could be another storm coming. Yeah, as I said, I'm getting ready, fixing to go to work. And, yeah, I've been in work for a long, long time. Other than that, yeah, I'm going to go up to Buddy then tomorrow when I finish. And, yeah, so I wrote your JPay yesterday. And, yeah, please know that you're my heart, thoughts and prayers. And I want to thank you for being in my life and for being there for me. And yeah, so good night, sweet dreams, and please stay safe. And for everybody, the Prison Show, a big, big thank you for making this happen.
All right. Thank you, Caitlin. Now we have some open lines. 713-526-5738. I didn't get my personal message from my anonymous messenger for good news that I get periodically. So y'all call 713-526-5738. Option number 2. Option number 2. Now we're going to go to Patty. Hi, Patty.
First of all, I'm here. First of all, I want to say Happy Women's Day to all these beautiful women, strong, intelligent, empowering women. We are great.
Yes, we are.
And this shout out is to Humberto Garza at the Polinsky Unit. I just want to say, mijito, we're okay. Carlos opened his business today. Andrea and the girls went, and Theo and I, and Thea Early and Ray. That's from the family. I think that's what I know. But when we were there, it was full and it had a great turnout. So we're blessed, mijito. Uri is sick with that bug that's going around. Bella is doing better, and your Theo is great. And well, that's really all I can tell you, Mito. I'm hoping to come up in April because Amanda's going to go on vacation for her anniversary. So I'll be up there taking care of the kids. That's what grandmas are for. I love you, mijito. I miss you. And you have a good night and sweet dreams. And to Anthony at the Dominguez Unit, mijito, I don't know if you are listening to this. If anyone at the Dominguez Unit is listening and you know Anthony Morales, please let him know that we have to change my last name from an S to a Z. I hope you're doing okay, mijo. I love you, and good night.
All right. Thank you, Patty. All right. Now let's go to Manuela.
Hi. This is my shout out to my sweet and precious dream husband, Robert Robertson, Polanski Unit. Hi and good evening, baby. I do hope and pray that you are all right, that you feel good, that you are healthy, and that you are in a good mood and happy. As for me, I'm okay so far. I have a little bit of cold from little Kauta. She is okay now. But never mind, it's okay. It's not so hard. Baby, I want you to know that I'm always thinking of you. that you're always on my mind and that you are living in my heart. Wherever I go and whatever I do, you are with me, baby. You are always in my heart and you will never, never, never leave it. I want you to know that I appreciate you, that I really do appreciate you, and that I really do respect you. I believe in you, your words, and your love for me. And I trust you in 1,000,000% and more in all things. And I think that you do the same with me, because you are my only one. There will never be another man in my life than you. You are my dream husband, my one and only big, 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 great true love of my life. And I will never give up on you. I will never leave you, and I will never let you down. I do my best to comfort you, and I'm always concerned about your well-being. And I do really my best to give all I can and give all I have for you, my love, because you deserve it. And I will never, never, never give up on you. I will never give up hoping, believing, trusting, and praying for our big, big miracle from heaven, my love. Please believe in me. I'm there for you. And I will never give up our love, baby. I know that you feel the same. I'm so very grateful, honored, blessed, proud and happy to have you in my life and as my husband. Baby, I love you with all my heart, unconditionally, always and forever. Baby, sweet dreams, sweet and blessed dreams, my love. Hear you next week, and I read and I wait for your messages. Good night, baby. I love you, I love you, and I love you. Blessings. Good night, baby.
Okay. Now we have Julie on line 2.
Yes, I want to shout out to my hang on, something's wrong with the phone now. Hold on. Okay, I want to shout out to the love of my life. Hang on, I can hear my voice talking. Hold on a minute. I don't know what's wrong with this phone. Hang on.
A few people had that issue, or another
Yeah.
person.
Hold on. These phones can be something else. Okay. Can I call back in a few minutes?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, Michael on line 3. Hi, Michael.
Hey, Danny. Yeah, here's the echo too, but I'll just live with it. I just wanted to really send a shout out to you and Linda and everyone else that were out protesting for Ivan on the 28th. You guys weren't giving up, as we weren't, as he wasn't, until the last minute. I want to thank you all for everything that you do, that you did for him, and that you do for all the others. I also want to remind everyone that there is a fundraiser out for Ivan's mom on the Cousins by Blood Facebook. She's been a relentless supporter of her son, and would like to see others pay it forward. Also, if there's anyone out there that has any great stories of Ivan funny stories, caring stories, anything like that. We're working on something for him. So if anyone.
Oh. Okay, I do know that what Michael was saying. Michael had gotten with me. They're working on something for Kangaroo. She wants funny stories. She wants caring stories. I actually told her about the story of what Paul DeVoe said, what Kangaroo did for him. So, if you have any of those stories about Ivan Cantu, Kangaroo, please definitely reach out to Michael or me, or just or Linda. Reach out to us. We will definitely get that message to her. I'm not sure what happened with the phone. Evidently, the phones are whacking out. All right, let's see who we can put on the air. Who are we putting on?
McCullough?
Me.
Yeah.
Michael.
She was the one that got cut off a while ago.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead, girl.
Okay, so I was just giving thanks, and that if anyone has any good stories, funny stories, kind stories, anything about their thoughts or memories of Ivan, if they want to share, they can. Oh gosh, I don't know, Dani. Could they send them to you?
Absolutely. Me,
send them to me?
Linda, the prison show. We will get them to you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're working on something, a tribute show for Ivan on the Cousins by Blood, probably the Patreon account, but we'd appreciate it. And again, thank you for all you guys do. Thanks to Gloria and all of the others. And rest in peace, Ivan. Thank you all.
We will always support him and his family and you. And, of course, Matt.
Thank you, Dani. Oh, yeah. Matt's a trooper.
Yeah, he is. He's awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks. Thanks to you, Dani. Y'all have a great night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, now, Mike.
Hello, this is Mysterious Mike doing the shout-outs for the prison show. Here comes some shout-outs for the guys of Texas, Guy Alexander, Jamie Cuppett, Stephen Russell, Stephen McGee. Shout-out for Philip Perez. Lucy and Michelle want me to do a shout-out for Paul. Shout-out for Jovan, Matt, Thomas, Edward Reeves, Adam Wilkerson. Shout-out for Oz. Shout-out, Tasha wants me to do a shout-out for Payday. Shout-out for Hoss. And shout out for Bill R. Sims, shout out for Raymond Lee Cart, and a special shout out to Clarence Lee Bowman. Hopefully you're doing much better. And you can continue to write to Mysterious Mike in care of David Collingsworth. And hope everybody has a wonderful day. And go Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Yeehaw. Adios.
All right, now let's go to Lydia. Hey, Lydia. Hi, Lydia.
Can you hear me, Dani?
Now I can.
Okay. I know you're having trouble. And I just texted my sister that the show is not heard at the Dominguez unit. Beto's been after me to tell her, but I just don't see her, don't talk to her much, although she lives next door. But anyway, I just texted her, and I want to tell my son that I got him that book he wanted, and I ordered the dictionary. And I received a message from Moises. You're welcome. And I also added Big Will, so hopefully he'll get that catalog also. You guys enjoy the shopping. Okay, I know my son's a shopper. Okay, and that's about it. I'll talk to you tomorrow, mijo. Love you and miss you. Tight bear hug. And that's about it. Big saludos to all the guys. To William Spear, Big Lou, Rudy, Juan, Eric, Blaine, Moises, Roderick, Mark. Know that you are in our thoughts and in our prayers. Okay. Bye.
Thank you, Lydia. All right, let's go to Julie.
Yes, I wanted to shout out to my love, to Tommy. Let him know that I love him and I miss him, and I'm thinking about him every day, minute of the day. So, and I miss him, and I'm so thankful that everything's okay with the knot on his side, and I'm so thankful that God is taking care of him. So it's still bouncing off a little bit, so I can't talk a little bit because it's still bouncing off.
Do you have your
I love
radio
you, and I miss
on?
you. Sweet dreams.
Do you have your radio on in the background, maybe?
No, I'm not. I don't even have my mouth to, I don't have it close to the mic either. I don't know why it's bouncing off. Never done that before.
Well, I blame David. All right, thank you very much, Julie.
Thank you. I usually do a better one than this, but it's all messing up.
All right, I'm sorry about that, Julie. We had a few other people that said the same thing. So
yeah, just to let him. I want to let him know I love him and I miss him, and I'm so glad that God is just watching over him and taking care of his health, and so I just want him to have sweet dreams and knowing that I love him and I miss him.
all right, well, thank you,
thank
Julie.
you so much.
Try to call
Thank
back.
you for the radio station.
Try to call back next week.
Okay, I will. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. God bless.
God bless you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Linda, do you want to do your shout-outs?
Sure, I will. Okay, this is my shout-outs for tonight. Michael Moyers, Thomas Miller L., Paul DeVoe, William Owen Sr., Jaime Cole, Franklin Davis, Will Spear, Cedric Marks, Robert Satterfield, Robert Solis, Lucky Ward, Ronald Haskell, William Hudson, Juan Balderas, Blaine Milam, Paul Story, Walter Sarto, Robert Roberson, Brett Ripkowski. Brett, I'll see you tomorrow night, so at 5:30. Charles Hill, Curtis Robertson, Stephen Curry, Eugene Broxton, and Marcus Drury. Good night, guys. Have a nice week.
All right. And just to reiterate, the phone number is 713-526-5738. Option number 2 to speak on the air. Give a shout out. So I'm going to do my shout outs. Roderick Harris. Jeff. Yeah, sorry about that, Jeff. I know. You and Blaine, man. Y'all got the raw end from Saturday night. Britt Rapowski. Hey. Michael Ferguson, T. Big Head, Mayo, Leroy, Larry, Javen Story, Leo Willis, Joe Don, Big Daddy, Marlon Nelson at the Win Unit. Big shout outs to y'all, and a great big shout out to Joel over at the Memorial Unit. And I don't think I left anyone out. David, do we have?
We don't have anything else. It's
All
just
right.
me and you, unless Stephanie's got some shout outs. I've turned her mic up.
Yeah. Yeah, she can. Yeah. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
No.
Oh.
Now you can.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
you're on Beans today for some reason.
All right. Well, I was going to say congratulations to Daisy and Anthony, Brianna and Jacoby, Jennifer and Raymond, and Jessica and Garrett. They all got married in the past week. So congratulations to you.
Woohoo!
Yes, it's been a busy month. And I am going to give a shout out to my husband. This time I prepared. But I just want to say, Gary, I love you, and I'm proud to be your wife, and of all that you do, giving of yourself day in and day out to minister those around you. And I pray that God continues to bless you in everything that you do. And I love you.
Well, that's pretty cool.
What about Taylor?
Taylor. Oh, did you want me to read that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
Stephanie got a message from Taylor. She is at the
Women's Death Row.
Women's Death Row. I was trying to think of the
Daniel
new.
now, I think, right?
Daniel.
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 Yes.
Patrick.
Isn't that a song?
I know.
Oh, Danny Boy.
Yes. Okay, so she said a beautiful thought. She put this together for Lucio as a statement, and she wanted to express it to abolish the death penalty. Repentance, the Bible tells us, in a form of sorrow for one's sin and the resolution to turn from them, to learn from them. Recognizing our sin means being honest with ourselves and accepting who we hope to be. That is what God has intended us to be, and we should never pretend to be otherwise. Let this be the beginning foundation to saving lives instead of taking lives. May we stand together, both men and women, on Life Row to abolish the death penalty. Hold tight to this when you are standing in the valley of uncertainty. When our adversaries whisper to give in, just hold on and know the Lord will show up. Remember, brothers and sisters, He never promised that the cross we bear wouldn't be heavy. He never promised that the trials we faced wouldn't be hard, and He never guaranteed that the answer He gives us would be what we expected. What He did promise was that victory comes to all those who stay strong in their faith. She hopes this touches someone's heart and truly needs strength in this moment, and let these words fuel the Holy Spirit within you. Taylor Parker.
All right. Thank you, Taylor. I know they can't hear, but hopefully the thank you reaches over to them. All right. Nadine on line 2. Hey, Nadine. Hi, Nadine.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay. So hello and everyone there. I want to send a shout out to my wonderful boo, Eugene Broxton in the Polonsky Unit. Hello, my boo. I love you, and I miss you so much. But I trust the Lord. On the 26th of March, I gave him an appointment in the court. So, seriously, I am actually working with my girl, Babette, who sent you a love, and Phineas with present for you. Now, yes, we have bad news for her husband, Richard. The message comes up there while I was with her. Okay. So we cannot do anything for him. Well, yesterday it was fantastic. I was in a supermarket and I heard a woman say, "How is Eugene?" So I want to thank France 2, who did again our interview on the TV, on the national TV, and I have more than 400 messages. It was fantastic. Yeah. What I want to tell you, well, I feel a lot better, my boo, and well, like always, I'm missing you so much. I want to send my love to all my brothers and friends there. Keep your head up, guys, and I will answer the courageous guys who write me. Okay. Love you all, and I send my love to all the studio. Bye-bye. Have a good night.
You too, Nadine. Bye-bye. All right. Now, Carmela on line 1.
Joseph, speaking.
Go ahead, Carmela.
Here, okay, I
Hello, Carmela.
I'm here.
Okay.
I guess it's my phone. Anyway, I'd like to say hello to Mark. Hope everything's good.
Carmela,
And,
you're hitting the buttons.
I guess it's my. I'm sorry. Is this better?
Go ahead. No, Carmela.
In Montgomery County. I'm sorry, I've had. I'm kind of sleepy, but yes. Hold on. Is that better?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I hope you're doing well, Mark. And I hope everything's going okay for you. It's my lifeline call. Let me call you back on my other call. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's go to Freddie. Hey, Freddie, line 3.
Hey, I'm here.
Go ahead, Freddie.
Let me do a shout out to my boys over there in Wallace Pack, my brother James Dudley, and all you guys there. Terry, y'all know who y'all are. I've been missing out on calling. I've been falling asleep kind of early. But everything's okay here. And y'all keep your head up, man, and get ready so that way you won't have to get ready. Everything's good, man. God is good. Spring break is here. Gotta hit that beach. That's about it, guys. Y'all have a good night, man. Good week. And keep thinking about good things and positive things. That way you be ready, man, to hit the street. Good luck. Good night.
Good night, Freddie. Have a great weekend.
I will.
Okay, now we have Chris. Hey, Chris.
Yes. Hi, how's it going? I want to give a special shout out to Jaime Lockhart Hernandez out there at the Hamilton Unit. I just want to say, keep your head up. We're praying for you that you make this parole, and you'll be home soon in no time. And that's about it. Take care. God bless.
All right. Well, thank you, Chris. Okay. And I thought we had another call, but I guess it went away. I think they're playing on the board in there. Maybe perchance. So, what?
No, I mean, you keep going. You're doing great.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. So,
You're reading my mind, that's all.
aha. That's a scary place to be. All
You
right.
ought to be on this side.
I know. I don't want to be on that side. So, I wanted to reiterate the part about Sharon Keller. Back in, I think it was 2007, Michael Richard, Sharon Keller was the judge who said, "I'm sorry, we close at 5." And Michael Richard's attorney turned in his appeal after 5. So, anyway, so Sharon Keller, Barbara Hervey, and Michelle Slaughter are the ones that lost the election. And David Schneck, Gina Parker, and Lee Finley are the ones that won over the Sharon Keller, Barbara Hervey, and Michelle Slaughter. So again, it's kind of scary to think that there are more conservative, and obviously I've made it clear from jump that I'm very liberal. But I thought Sharon Keller was conservative. So if these people coming up, which Kim Paxton says he's conservative, but yeah, nah. Well, never mind. All right, I think we have another caller, Chris. Hey, Chris.
Hey, how's it going? I want to give a special shout out to John Matriz Lopez out there at the Goree Trustee Camp. I just want to say, man, keep your head up. We're praying for you. I know you're going to be coming up for parole pretty soon. And we pray that this is the one that you get it. All right, that's about it.
All right. Thank you, Chris. You know, we were talking the other night at Gloria's meeting about different things about parole and, you know, the different... well, last week we were talking about the 11D.
Yeah, other.
Other.
Yeah.
The other, and you sent the message to... Actually, you did send that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's in a big explanation.
Yeah, except for other.
I mean, it's other.
Yeah,
I mean,
but so many people get other, and it's like, oh, no, you don't get off that easy. Tell me what other is. I need to...
Bill Hayburn used to complain because you couldn't, you know, whenever they say other, we can't see that. And if we used to be able to ask for the minutes to the meeting, but they never would have give you your explanation for that's all you would get was the 11D. And there'd be some initials beside of it, and that's it. I mean, there was no explanation. And we didn't have a right to see our file. So it's kind of like, I think Marci and all those that are starting this new group on the parole thing, I hope that they get somewhere, because parole, it's part of the good old boy system. Texas is just, they play their cards close to their chest and they do whatever they want to do. And their excuse is parole's a privilege, not a right, you know?
Yeah, and that's their excuse.
That's
However,
their excuse.
You know, I got a crash course into short ways this past week. I'm still not sure I understand it. but the short way, if you have good time.
It's not always the short way, though. So it's your good time, your work time, and your flat time that equals 100% of your time. And they can still take that away from you.
Yeah, they can.
Sometimes they take it away from you and give you a serve all, but yet you don't have to serve all your time. It's better to make parole. It really is better to make parole.
Well,
And some people just don't want to mess with it, and they just do their time. And I hadn't figured that part out yet, because if parole's a privilege, not a right, I'm very grateful for this privilege, because I've been out a long time on parole. And if I had a choice of doing all this time inside or doing all this time outside, I mean, I got my life back. And I was sharing with Linda a while ago, of all the years I've been on and off parole, because I screw up every now and then and go back, and I actually had a parole officer that called me to let me know that he got another job and wasn't going to be my parole officer anymore. And that is like so rare. I mean, it's none of my business. I mean, it makes me appreciative because he actually cared enough to let me know. But it's rare.
That doesn't happen.
No, I mean, about every 6 months I get a new parole officer. I go in to report on my date, and nobody knows I'm supposed to be there, and then I end up getting stuck in the office for an hour or more until I can see a duty officer. And then the duty officer will tell me who my new parole officer is, and for me to expect a phone call. And I'm always stuck in limbo. Which maybe that's a good thing, because I'm not a problem child anymore. You know what I mean? So they don't worry about me so much. So they just keep putting me off to the new guy, to the new guy, to the new guy. But it would be nice to have a little bit of security. But I guess they want to keep us on our toes. I can only guess. But I think it's part of that good old boy system. It's got to be. I think they have a high turnover rate, believe it or not, in the parole office.
Oh, no, they do have a very high turnover.
Yeah, because they don't get any respect. And they don't, even though they're, yeah, really.
You don't say.
I've seen some people really go off on them. And but I'm always polite, and I invite them to the house. Nobody ever wants to come to the house. They want to honk the horn or call me on the phone. I mean, of all the years I've been on parole, on and off since 1996, and I think I've had one parole officer come inside my house, and one parole officer actually had coffee with me. But nobody else. They stay in the car, they wave, they honk. It's like they're
they got things to do, man.
Yeah, they got, well, you know, this last one actually told me now that they've limited their ability to be able to use the app on their computer to like an hour and a half a day. I mean, does that thing cost money or something? I mean, I don't get it. Are they really saving that much on Wi-Fi? I mean, it's like they have to pay for their data.
You know what? Speaking of Wi-Fi, at the Polensky unit, the Ditch Witch was out there, and did I say this last week?
I don't think I heard
so.
it.
Okay, the Ditch Witch was drilling underneath the sidewalk, and I, of course, had to know what they were doing. I'm like, what y'all doing? And they were doing it for better, what do you call that?
Internet service? They're getting some fiber in there?
Yeah, they're getting some fiber in there, all up in there. So,
well, that'll get faster internet.
Or how about, just nice Wi-Fi? That's all. I mean, because their Wi-Fi goes out all the units, the Wi-Fi goes out all the time.
Yeah, but the stronger signal they get in the beginning with using fiber means stronger Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah. No, everybody's just grateful for, we just want them to be able to hold a conversation and everything not drop all of a sudden. Or, an echo.
Yeah. There's so much concrete and steel in there. It'd be hard the way Wi-Fi works.
Well, they're doing it for a reason, so, because, they're just not, let's throw some money at the...
Oh no, Securus has lots of money. They can afford to give more internet.
I know. Half my jack goes to
Hello, I was going to say that.
Yeah. Just between me, Stephanie, and Linda in there.
Y'all paying for all kinds of internet to be put up in there, huh?
I can tell you.
No, I was surprised whenever I started looking at Securus how many billions that they're actually making.
Have you heard from them yet?
Securus?
Yeah.
Moises?
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce his name? He friended me on LinkedIn the other day.
Oh, he did.
So.
Did you ask him?
Now he's supposed to be waiting to figure out how we could do it because the supervisor said that no new content can be put in there. But there are other apps, there's other blogs, spots, there's other things.
There's a parole officer that is on there. A parole officer with an ad.
Yeah.
Up in there.
An ad?
Yeah, it's like a big old ad.
What?
And then he won't answer when the guys just give him their money. So
what's a parole officer charging for?
I'm sorry, parole officer. Oh my God, it's been a long day. Parole attorney. He's doing like a little skit, I guess. I don't know, skit.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So there are other organizations that have podcasts, like you were telling me about that one about Houston Matters or whatever it is.
Houston Matters, yes.
But that's part of the radio station. What's it called? NPR or something like that?
Right, but
so if we were a part of their program or part of their station, a part of their broadcast network, then we could be on there. Anybody. So if maybe we need to change stations is what you're saying, but that's not going to happen. So I talked with Sandy, and we've talked about getting all of Pacifica on the app, on the tablets. He said if it would get it somewhere to have Pacifica behind us or have KPFT behind us, and I told him that I worked for 3 years to get past TDC. Now that we're past TDC, I think we need to have a little patience. I can't force Moises, and he says he's trying to work with me, so give him a chance. I mean, how long has it been now? What have we had, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Not quite a whole month?
Yeah, I was thinking since the beginning of January. That's what we were...
We were waiting, yeah, but it was towards the end of January that I started pressuring. I'll have to look up my conversation with him, but the reason why I waited to try and pressure him because they told me after the first of the year. So it was like the 24th of January or something whenever I had my conversation with Brian Collier. And then Jason Clark ends up calling me. So February was a short month. I mean, it is March. I mean, I'm fixing to contact him. But Sandy wants to contact him also, and I'm trying to hold everybody back because I don't want to blow the last 3 years that we've waited.
Okay, I think we have a phone call.
Sure will tell them. Okay, bye-bye.
Nope. She says she's going to tell us.
Joe Donaldson said to tell us to just keep on going. He's listening to us on the radio.
Joe Donaldson is listening to us, the finger guy.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, he said keep on going because he's listening to us. And now Siri's listening on Linda's phone. But no, I mean, it would be great to be on the tablets. But, I mean, it's not like, I mean, there's a process. And maybe there's already some junk on there that got through. But the way it was explained to me is because they're a part of, like, we could have been a part of Daystar if we would have wanted to preach. But I would have had to, I talked with that lady for quite a while. And we have Christian morals and values. But the problem is we're not a Christian station. So, I mean, Moises was talking about us having our own app. And so now we're going to have to figure out what the rules and regulations and all that stuff is, how they want the app. Because we can come off, we had the one guy that said we could do it through the browser. We have another guy that said we could do it like an old-fashioned phone app. And we have one of those. I'll have to figure out how to adapt it. And I've got 2 IT guys that are ready to go. So, but Moises was trying to figure out how we could get on something that's already on the tablets. And the problem is we're not independent radio. We're Pacifica. So I that's why I started our YouTube, and I started uploading every week to the YouTube, because I was thinking, because there's a lot of things that are on there from YouTube, right? So it would be easy for them just to take whatever I put on YouTube, and even if the guys don't get to listen to it live, at least they get their choice of whatever we have on YouTube. So they could see the protests, they could see our show, they could see everything. But I'm sorry, guys, we have to have some patience. In the meantime, it looks like it's time for Cnvrge to come on. It's 10:55, and we've had a good show. We did run out of callers, so you guys need to let your families know that they need to call 713-526-5738, option number 2, starting at about 9:45 every Friday night. And we're trying our best to get on the tablets, guys, but in the meantime, still use your radios if you have them, and the radio app that is provided. I know it's not very strong, but I'm sure if you hold it just right and stick your tongue out and put your elbow up in the air, whatever you got to do to get it to work, we're here for you, and we're trying our best. But Cnvrge Radio is coming up, and man, you guys have a good night and have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.
And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking for JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you get released. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. It's prison radio. From Paris to Polanski. Bonjour, be more. In my dreams, I can see your freedom. I will hold you once more. The man with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. This thing's my love. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. Prison radio. And to all the laughers, the men sitting on the road, try to keep your heads up. You ain't me if you got hope. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice